So today I'll be teaching you how to make this simple but very gorgeous headpiece. I know you like it. And the best part is you don't need so many materials. I just used 2 ostrich quills, some feathers, and some twisted bead and wire that I already had lying somewhere. So this is just to show you that when different materials come together, they can make a stunning headpiece like this. Let's get started. So take a screenshot of the materials that we'll be using for the headpiece on the screen. Take a screenshot, you're done, right? Now let's get into it. So you take your UHU gum, turn your Alice band upside down and then put a little bit of glue. If you look at my Alice band, I have already added my elastic to it. Don't worry, in a separate video I'll show you how to do that. Next thing, you wait for it to dry a little bit, then you start your wrapping. This wrapping part is the easiest part of making this headpiece, but I'll also show you how I layer my wrapping to make sure that it is smooth and you don't have issues with your wrapping. So just this one, there's no ceremony involved. Just take it and wrap round. Alright, so I want to show you up close how I do it. Do you see the ribbon? It's not so wide, so you do an overlapping just like that. This is how you're going to wrap the Alice band till you get to the end of the Alice band. And if the ribbon is too short, then I'll also show you how to attach and continue. So that's why I said there's no ceremony involved. Capiche? I know you understand. Alright, let's continue wrapping. Alright, so I have wrapped to this length and the ribbon isn't long enough. So you just add UHU glue, wait for it to dry a little bit and then wrap it round. Then you take another new ribbon, add UHU glue to the Alice band just like I'm doing in the video, and then you add the fresh ribbon and continue your wrapping. But you need to be strategic about this, so watch closely. You take that ribbon, place it there, wrap round. When you go around, make sure that when you're coming back, you're going to cover that place you wrap, you put the ribbon on earlier. Can you see what I did there? And then you continue till you get to the end of the Alice band and your headband, oh my god, your headband is ready to attach your ostrich quill to it. So you see what I'm doing? I'm just wrapping up. So I'm wrapping upward and I want to close finally. Use the UHU gum again and then seal it. And that is how to wrap an Alice band with a velvet ribbon. Now let's start attaching our ostrich quill. So instead of using a hot glue, I will be sewing my ostrich quill to my Alice band. I prefer to sew because that ensures that my ostrich quill is going to sit on it forever. But sometimes I notice the glue that they sell these days, I mean, it's just a lot, there's a lot of fake out there, so be careful. And I'll be using a big needle because this ostrich quill is soft and I have already curled it earlier. If you want a video of how to curl your ostrich quill, just look up, you see a link to my video on how to curl ostrich quill. Alright, so when you get the place you want to add your ostrich quill, I have said ostrich quill too much, my tongue is paining me. Okay, the next thing you want to do is just sew it. This part is very easy. Pick strategic points of your ostrich quill and sew it to the Alice band. It is that easy. There's nothing serious about this. That's why I said this is the simplest headpiece that you can make. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I have picked a point and I'm sewing it to the Alice band by picking the velvet ribbon with the needle and then passing the needle through the ostrich quill in and out. And please do not over sew. Do not over sew. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing to the second ostrich quill. Now pick a point where you want to add the second ostrich quill and do the same thing by sewing it on the Alice band, and that is it. The beauty of this design is that you can even leave it just the ostrich quill like that without adding feathers. You just add maybe some stones or something. Alright, so let's continue. So I'm going to sew this down now and then show you what it looks like. Alright, so I have sewn the second ostrich quill to the Alice band. Then I want to add the feathers, the duck feathers to them. I already have this. I just need to chop off the ends, curl them using a curler, and then attach them on the ostrich quill. Can you see how easy peasy this is? Alright, so as I said earlier, coil it with your coiler. If you have this coiler, if you have the other small one, I think anyone will work. You just curve it backward and then you add glue to the bottom of the feather and then attach it to the ostrich quill. Let me show you how. You have to be careful with the glue. You can use B6000 if you like, or you can use hot glue or UHU. Now when you add UHU to your feather, make sure you wait a little bit for it to be a little bit dry before you now, attach it to the ostrich quill. Can you see how I put it? That's all. Just do that to the bottom part and then attach it in strategic places that you want to attach it to. So this is how I am attaching mine. I added 2 to some, I made some 3, I made some 1 single one at just different angles of the headpiece. That's all, and it now starts to look like a luxury headpiece. Just look at that. Just look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? So I'm done attaching the duck feathers. Now look how gorgeous this looks. You can leave it at this if you want, but I will go a step further to add a beaded hairvine to the side of the ostrich quill. Now let's continue. I already have this hairvine at home because I always, just bead stuff and just keep them around just in case I need them for something. If you'd like to take an online course to learn how I make different beaded headvines, please send a message to the WhatsApp number on your screen. Okay, so I'll be attaching the beaded hairvine to that corner of the headpiece. It's going to help me cover the ostrich quill. I don't need to, but I just want to add some pizzazz to the headpiece. Now let me show you what I'll be attaching to that corner. So this is a beaded hairvine. If you'd like to learn how to make different designs of a beaded hairvine, send me a WhatsApp message to the number on your screen. This is what I'm going to be sewing to that corner, and the sewing is not going to be all over. No, I'm going to sew it strategically. I'll start from the bottom, move to the middle, 2 parts of the middle, and then the top, and that's it. And I'll be using an invisible thread or a fishing line of 0.30 mm or 0.25 mm. Those sizes are better for sewing. Now, like I said earlier, you have to sew strategically. You're not sewing all over the place. You're sewing in strategic places to hold the vine down to the ostrich quill. And don't forget that whenever you're sewing, your needle must always pass through the velvet on that Alice band. Pass out, pass the thread through the middle, and just go in and out strategically until you touch the vine and it's not shaking. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how to attach a beaded hair vine to an Alice band. You can use that technique and add a hair vine all over the Alice band if you want. Sew it all over the Alice band if you want. If you'd like a tutorial of that, you can drop a comment so that I know, and then probably I'll make a video for you. I hope you have understood every single step it took for me to get to this point. This headpiece is very, very simple. If you'd like to take online courses with me, please send a message to the WhatsApp number on your screen. I also take physical classes. I'm located in Ogba, Ikeja, Lagos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already, and also turn on your notification bell. Thank you guys for being here with me. So I hope you have understood every step. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. So as you can see, I am strategically sewing look at what I'm doing. You can see that I'm using tactics to sew this on that ostrich quill to hold it down. I'll do the same thing for the second one. There are 2. I'm adding one on one side and the other one on the other side. All right, let me show you what the finished look looks like. I'm done sewing the second beaded hair vine to the Alice band, and he has covered the ostrich quills. If you look at it closely, you'll see that. So I'm just tying the fishing line I used, and after that you can use a lighter, just a little lighter, burn it a little and press it down. I used my coiler, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is all. Now it's time for you to arrange the beads so that they spread and look full. You're giving the illusion that it's full. So watch me do this. To give it that illusion that it's full, I'm picking each bead that I twisted, and I'll just be spreading it and bending it. You pick it, you spread it, you bend it, you curve it, however you want to. The goal is spread it so that it looks like it's very full, and it might not be really full, but you see, the way you do it, curve it, bend it, bring it inward, outward, that way it looks like it is full. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a tip I just gave to you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I totally enjoyed creating this tutorial for you. Don't forget that I have online classes that you learn from, more than 5 designs available for you to learn from. And I also take physical classes for those of you who want to learn in person. Please send a message to the WhatsApp number on your screen. You can also check out my Instagram at Sofa Headwear to see some of my work. I look forward to hearing from you. Till I come your way again at the next tutorial, which drops next week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting. Please like, share, and subscribe. Till I see you again. Bye.